Hello, my name is the Grass Love One, Healer Tarot 9 here on YouTube. I want to do a reading on a young lady. I just saw her name today, and God says to do a reading on her. I just saw her name today on Black Girls Gone podcast. You can go check out Black Girls Gone podcast to hear about a lot of stories of missing black ladies, murdered black ladies, or just, I think it's just ladies. Usually I see a lot of ladies, but if it's not just ladies, whoever on there, okay? But you can go check out Black Girls Gone podcast here on YouTube. Okay, that's where I got this story from, this young lady's name, when I was upstairs and I asked God, and God said, do a storyline reading on her, and there's also another one I'm going to do a storyline reading on after this one that I saw also that God says yes to. So I just want to give credit to where I heard about this young lady even from, because there's so many people out there in cases I know nothing about, or crimes and missing persons or whatever, just so many in the world that a lot of us know nothing about because they haven't been on the news worldwide. Okay, so let's just say a little bit as far as this young lady. Let's just see. So we have Karina Mcclerkin, if I'm saying it correctly. So I need to find like some kind of writing because I don't like having people videos and my storylines really. So let's just see if I can find a missing persons article or something where I can actually like read off of. Okay. Karina Mcclerkin. Missing person. I'll get some kind of information this way. Oh. Karina Mcclerkin. It says remains identified as those of Karina Mcclerkin. So if they trying to find out what happened, then let me see. Confirmed remains found in Royal, Miami. 18-year-old. Let's just see. Okay, what happened? So they found her, but what? So what happened to her? She went missing October 13, 2016 after being seen October the 11th, according to police in Indiana. Okay, let's see. Okay. It's not saying who or anything else, so I don't know if you know about it. This young lady. You know about it. You know about it. Oh, wait a minute. They had some man down here. When was this? Let's say 2 years ago, a man was arrested for the murder in Karina Mcclerkin's case. They got some man right here. Okay. Let me turn it. I gotta pause this because I gotta actually hear this. I'm back. I had to see. So she was found. She went missing, but she was found. But when she was found, she was murdered. But she was found because of, I guess, people saying that they knew where she was, maybe, or whatever it was, or they heard information, or whatever it might have been. So, okay, here's a picture. Let's see if I can make it big. Oh, shucks. Let's see if I can make the picture big. Okay, let's just see something. Let's see if I can make it big.
Google
I'm gonna look this man's name up. It says Vincent Farmer. Let me see if I can get, I'm trying to, okay, here he is, because I was trying to get an image without it being somebody's video. So we have this man here, well, we have this man here, who's supposed to be responsible for the murder of this young lady. Here he is right here, Vincent Farmer. So she was found, or information came in where she was found in the fall of 2021, it says. She went missing 2016. So this man got arrested for her murder. It says at that time, I guess he was 57 years old. Rumors was going around, I guess, about where her body was and that she wasn't alive. Let me see. It says he gave her a hot shot of dope to cause her to overdose. That's what it says on here. So, when he was a dealer. Okay. So that's what it's saying in the news. So right here. So I'm just gonna do this video because God says as far as this young lady to do the video. So let's just see. Say Philadelphia. So I guess they lived in Philadelphia at the time. Okay. Okay, this is a picture of her, because I'm trying to get a picture that's not hooked to people's videos and things like that. I was trying to get just a picture. It's taking a while, I know, but when it comes down to God, it's not a rush. And rushing is not good. Okay, I am the Bracelet One Healer Tarot 9 here on YouTube. Okay, so I do storyline readings on missing persons, murdered persons, crimes in general, and justice for the victims. I do zodiac. So whatever God lead me to, that's what I'm going to do. Celebrity, so whatever it is. Everything is about making a life better, bringing justice to whoever was abused. Okay? Murdered, hurt, neglected, rejected, or whatever it is. Okay? So let's just see. Let's see for this young lady. So hopefully it won't be long. So Miss Mcclerkin, Karina, right? So Miss Mcclerkin and Mr. Farmer. So, universe, this will be healing of the soul in abuse. Why? Because she is murdered. And because she is missing, then she is murdered. So, she died, but I'm saying murdered because they saying an overdose. But how do anybody know if he didn't actually push it in her body? Get what I'm saying? So let's just see in the cards, because he's in jail because he supplied it evidently. But he could be in jail. In the storyline, you find out that it was intentional. So he in jail for murder. Not because he supplied it, but because he might have made this occur. Get what I just said, okay? So, I don't know. Let's just see. Let's see, you know about it from Miss Mcclerkin. You know this young lady. You know her. He was soaring for wealth. That means trying to get money. He took her as a joke. Okay, so we have right here, he abused his power temporarily with Miss Mcclerkin. Okay. He was trying to stitch it and sugarcoat things with Miss Mcclerkin. She was on the battlefield with somebody who was white. Wanted her to be submissive and dominate her because since he was white, I'm going to use it as his race. So wanted her to be submissive, dominating, controlling her. She was on the battlefield, okay? So let's just follow. But he owed an insane apology to her and to her family. And now is the time, because God's saying when God bring out the insane card, it means that it made no sense what you did. So for him, this was intentional. Get what I'm saying? Because the way it's sounding in the news is she just did an overdose herself. But this card means somebody did it to you. Get what I'm saying? Okay? Even if he gave her whatever it is, and he knows something was wrong with whatever that batch or whatever he had. Here's the next card. Finally, she in a safe and happy place. That means she was spirit with God. Okay? So I'm trying to get some cards, but you know, the more I see, if I see any, I gotta stop and say them if God push me to say them, okay? So let's just see. This man was corny. He was a monster, God says, and he was corny. Okay? Okay? So, if she is somebody who take drugs, right, she is trying to weather things out with this person. It would be her person. So if he a drug dealer, he her person. Get what he's saying for the storyline. She might have been anxious and he was mellow. Okay, so she had deep feelings. Let's just flow a little bit. He could have been gay since his childhood. Okay, he wanted her to just brush herself off. Brush herself off. Let it be her decision to brush herself off as far as a situation, as far as something. Because he wanted to prevail. Something could have happened in September. Because she was hanging around some G's, tangled up with some G's, a group of people. He needed to do things in decency because he thought it was laughable at night, trying to make money. She might have been aching and it buried. Let's just flow. Okay, he tried to dog chain her, use his muscle to control her. Okay, let's flow. I'm trying to. I see winter right there. It could have been winter time. Let's flow. She was sustaining shelter, seeking refuge. So she might have been at his house or somewhere she was that was not her own home. One more. Okay, here we go. See, what I'm doing is shaking up my cards, okay? So I have to do that. I just can't just pick what I want. I got to shake the cards, okay? So that's what you hear me doing. See, there's a lot of them. And the next one is just basket. You see all of them? Whoa, I gotta shake them. I just can't pick up what I choose to pick up. It don't work like that, okay? So I got to shake them. That's a must. I gotta do that, okay? So let's just flow. Should I put that down? Type in the problems. I shouldn't have picked that up, so it threw me a little bit because I tried to keep my cards separated. Let's flow for a minute. Okay, this goes with this. Okay. Okay. Okay, we need some. Let's not mask the smell of foul, because it was foul what this man, Mr. Farmer, did to Miss Mcclerkin. God said it was foul. He could be a Taurus, act like an earth sign, or she might act like an earth sign. But he's going to go to court. It was time for him to grow up and call, because something came from way back. He had charged feelings as far as her mad about something with her, whatever it might have been, interacting with drugs. Okay. I don't know. She could have been promiscuous as far as drugs, or as far as just herself in general. I see the card. And God said she had to take care of herself. This time around, God said he was going to court. She needed God to intervene. That's the only way she is going to be able to survive, because she's an antelope to the big boys. And so with him, he was a big boy. If he's a drug dealer, that's one of the big boys. But he interacting with the big boys himself, and that would be law enforcement once they got him. So he was this way with law enforcement, but she was this way with him, the drug dealer. Get my drift, a weaker vessel. Okay, let's just flow. One more. Stop. Okay. Dig deep. God said dig deep. Okay. Here we go. So this is it. We got a gun. So I don't know if he had one. If he don't have one, he probably do own one. Though. He probably did. He probably did. He looked like he did. He was just selling and everything. He got something. He had something. They're selling. He's just gonna be empty-handed. Okay, let's just she need to bend forward on things and gently close the door on it, on being around as a man, or if she was taking drugs, anything like that. Because she need to spectate and challenge. Or she did spectate and challenge. Follow me. So right now she on a path because she is with God. But God back then wanted her to go forward and get on her path and get off the drugs if she was on drugs. And get away from that person. Or she might have been on her path going somewhere, and he might have ran into, I just don't know. So we have, unless I see an addiction card, I can know for sure, or her family know. I don't know her, so her family knows she was on drugs, and I just don't know. Just because she overdosed right there, and that happened, I don't mean she was somebody who take drugs all the time. I would need the addiction card to tell me that. Okay, so no more bowing down to this man, Mr. Farmer, that was treating her like an animal, dominating, controlling, bossing her around. She needed to tell, he needed to tell and surrender and apologize for what he did to Miss Mcclerkin, because his soul was crying out for a conclusion to come, because let's put his name there, Mr. Farmer. He was some kind of pill pusher, drug dealer. Okay. Unfortunately, he is dealing with a she-bear. Some kind of way during the time period, there was something about her that was, she was demonstrating some strong ways about herself maybe, and he wanted to be able to control that. Sometimes men don't like when ladies be powerful or come against them. They need to slow you up or bring you down or whatever. Because it says that he was a certain kind of way here. She had to see what helped her up in her life, and she pinpointed the action what helped her up, and that is being around this man, or if she's on drugs, being on drugs. Okay? She is plunging in to take her shot, maybe to tell this man something, or he's plunging in to take his shot, or she is just plunging in to take her shot as far as something. So, somebody was hooking notes about her so-called friends. If not the cops, this man was trying to find out about her friends, how her friends is, do they take drugs, or whatever it is, right? If it's not the cops. She is holding on for dear life. She had to be strong for the best outcome. being around this man, or if she had an addiction or whatever this is, right? Things was being stacked up. He was becoming unboxed, so she could have had a debt with him if it was like where, if it was anything like that. If she was addicted or something, it would have to be that, but it could be him. Things was being stacked up, allegations, rumors, or whatever it might have been, where he was becoming unboxed because maybe the cops was asking about her so-called friends, and it made him unhinged over here. He was hearing about it maybe, and he was holding on for dear life because he didn't know the cops was coming his way or gonna come his way, or he thought it's gonna come his way, or this is her. See, we got another gun card against her. He was taking his shot, best shot, to plant his fortune, being a drug dealer, but she might have been planting her best shot if she is taking drugs, just to use some drugs, or I don't know. Right now, I don't see the addiction card, so I can't really tell if just because somebody died of overdose, that don't mean they was a drug addict. Anybody can shoot somebody up with anything if you make them unconscious, and it appear like they was a drug addict. So I don't know. So I can't really sit and say, unless her parents say she was. I just don't know until I gotta see something to show me that she was somebody who was a drug addict some kind of way. Okay. So we got the pandemic here. So somebody was he was dealing with the pandemic of maybe her, if she was on drugs, coming back and forth to him for drugs, or not paying him if it was anything like that, or just a real pandemic he was annoyed by. He had hidden feelings inside he needed to just say, but she had some also, because he wanted some pillow talk. Pillow talk is kind talk. Wanted her to extend some kind talk to him, or he wanted to lay down beside her. Pillow talk. Right? Because here we got another promiscuous card. He observed to see if she's promiscuous, or he saw her some kind of way be promiscuous. Or as drug use, or just her as a female, however it went. She is acting, she noticed he acted spicy, and she was amazed by it, or he was amazed that she was acting spicy. So if he observed that she was, it looked like, or he tried to see if she was promiscuous, she came back at him. So that wasn't something he wanted to hear. So here we had a lighthouse. So this is her card. So I feel she was on drugs some kind of way, because this is the lighthouse card. She captured, this not here, she captured an opportunity at the lighthouse. The lighthouse is, unless she went to hospital, but I just don't know if it's the hospital or not. So let's just, I'm going to leave it open. If I don't see where he beat up or nothing for her to be going to the hospital though. So this is a hospital card. This one here, hospital card. The lighthouse is a hospital card. Church card. When you go to church to help you. The hospital. Rehabilitation. Drug treatment. Or Alcoholics Anonymous is either one of those. So if she went to that, God says she did well, because it's got to be for either me or her. Get what I'm saying? So we got October the 3rd, March the 1st, with just some numbers twisting around, but they had something to do with her life or his life. From license, door number, court date, whatever, birthdays, it could be anything, time. So right here, that he didn't value others. Mr. Farmer. Newsflash, it was wake up time for her though, because she was stung, because she made structure, because she had lots of life to live. She got to see that she had lots of life to live, and she's seeing her potential in life. So this is his race, so I can take it really the card like it is. Sometimes the card can come out like the person is, or it could be not, but he is European, so that's what he is, all right? So it was going to be some justice for sure for him, right? So we have, I'm scared. So she was scared, but God said she could call somebody. There's no death cards right now. I don't see no death cards. So she adored a lecturer, somebody who talk a lot, and it could have been him, or just somebody she know, or it could have been somebody from a group or somewhere she went, or just her parents or somebody. Somebody could have been a man. He might talk a lot. Somebody talk a lot, or she talked a lot, and he adored her. However it goes, but it caught her off guard that he was actually cross-dressing, or he changed up and not being the same. So if he was nice and kind, he changed up and was mean. So I can take it that way and make that cross-dressing or the real cross-dressing. Get what I'm saying? Caught her off guard. So we have right here where she got beat. Right here with this card. Whichever way she got beat. Physically, mentally, verbally, financially, emotionally, however, right? By him though. Next card is, okay, he enjoy other men. You enjoy other men. I want out. You enjoy other men. I want out. Get what the card says. Or some kind of way he saw that she enjoy other men, or she like people or whatever. Because if this promiscuous card, that means if you're talking to somebody, or somebody talking to you and you engaging over here, he feel like, well, but this is actually her card though, so I really need to keep it her way. He enjoy other men. She want out. I can turn it around now. So if he saw that she was talking to other people and he called himself trying to flirt, trying to have some pillow talk with her or anything like that. But he enjoy other men. He gay. You can see here we got a gay coming behind it. Okay, so I can feel my God's mission being gay. Don't wonder why I asked the person, are you gay? Don't wonder I asked the person. Okay, so, okay, this is 41, 14, because something comes from his teenage years where your boy, your girl, gay since teenhood. Okay, thoughts spinning in his mind or her mind. Someone is anxious here. Whoa, shucks, I got the card. Whoa. So we have somebody was waiting for a move to be made. A Virgo, or Earth sign, or somebody act like a business-minded person, or and the Sage choose to make that move because they adventurous or any kind of fire sign person with the wands, going fast, making moves or whatever to make something happen. So he might have told her to do something, and she moved and did it, or somebody else did something, or he did something, waiting for a move to be made, and somebody made the move wisely. It's two different people. One, two, whoever they are. It don't even have to be that sign or whoever. So, wait a minute, I need one card. Let me get it. So, you hear this card right here. She is coping with a job. This her card. She's coping with a job. You know, it could be his, but this her card. And it'll go with the promiscuous over here. This really is a club, anything that goes like a club kind of job, but it could be any job or anything that goes with like a club job, but it could be any job, but anything that goes with like a club, waitress, escort, dancer, stripper, whatever you want to call it. Any kind of job that goes like with a club, right? But like I said, it could stand for any job, but it really stands for jobs like that. Get what I'm saying? So she was tired of a job that she had. So it's going to be consequences if she didn't leave this job here because she saying they didn't want this job, a job she had. There's going to be consequences if she didn't leave and consequences if she did leave. Get what I just said? Then with the chronicle, is it my race? So she wondered if it was her race with somebody. Might have been focusing on her race for some kind of reason. So let's just move these. Wait a minute. Yeah, I'm back. Alright, let's just miss these. Whoa. So she's typing her problems, whatever was going on with her in her life. She is cordial, or this man was, Mr. Farmer was, or she was, Miss Mcclerkin. Okay, he was feeling his time abusing Miss Mcclerkin. Okay, let's just flow in about it. Okay, we have number one. I think of this. Bear with me for a minute. We might have 21 on here. Look like 21 or number 12. Let's just flow in with it. He was taking her for a joke. She might have said something, and he said, yeah, me too. Taking her for a real joke. Because this person is older than her. So they can take advantage of a younger person. So we have, he was working hard, trying to figure something out. Trying to fix something. Figure something out, whatever it was. Okay. They are noisy, I meant to say. They noisy. You can bear with the noise of my cards. You be alright because I gotta do the shuffle on the here God said. So we got 43 and 34. Or number 4 or number 3 means something, whatever it might mean. Okay, so we have like this a merge card though. So let me say one time. Yeah, he might have asked her, will you marry me? Because it's a marriage card. Lately, I've been turning it around. If it's a young person, like a teenager or two teenagers, I'll say the person just want to be your man or be your woman. But this is a marriage card, right? So let me just say it that way. He might have asked to marry her, right? Or he might have planned on getting married to somebody after 2020. He might have got married to somebody or anything like that because it's a marriage card. I'm ready to love you. Unless he found somebody else after this happened to her from 2020 on up, some kind of way where he met somebody or something like that. So some kind of way, that's a marriage card though. Back then he might have told her that. Or he wanted to be her man, one or the other. Can we do it now? But it was going to cost her, God says, if she do whatever he wanted, get married or whatever he wanted. But it's coming behind a marriage. Follow me? Can we do it now? But God said it's going to cost her. Let me see. So we got this one. Any deterrent that causes her a dysfunction in the AM, God said she had to get away from. Okay, so here is another card. Was she molded to a religion, actual religion, or somebody with a bunch of rules, like her boss, whoever her boss was, as far as that job she had? Are your leaders your God, Miss Mcclerkin? Or is God your God? So we have with this one, she is settled down at the fortress, a place she couldn't get out of. So a contract, a job, or somewhere she was stuck here. Even could be kidnapped. Because the fortress, you can't get out. Next one is, he wasn't valuing her. So this just stands for a place. So he might have said he's going to take her on a vacation. If not that, just stands for wherever they live. Okay? At the time. Yeah, he just took her to some place, or he took her. Okay, that's his flow. So we have, he gave her a speedy tongue lashing, or she gave him one, however it goes. So she ended up in a funeral parlor eventually when she was found. There's a funeral parlor card. When you don't treat the body like the jewel it is, you end up with a company that houses bodies, a funeral parlor. Okay, so, and it's also a treatment card. So, wherever they say New York, but wherever they live. So I can't really use this for the treatment right here because it's negative. He not valuing, she's stuck. So I gotta use it as the real thing. It means a funeral parlor, what I said. Fussing and then a funeral parlor. Okay, so she is being appreciative of a house that was sufficient, a job that was sufficient, a house, either one, a job or a house. Looking at things superficial around something green, leafy foliage. She was around green leafy foliage. Somebody, I don't know what a race is, but anyway, whatever. Person didn't have hair like hers, whoever it is, and she didn't have hair like the person. It don't have to be curly, but her hair and the person's hair was different, and their races was different. Something was different about both of them. Okay, so we have going at times. We got race. We got a racial card. Race is always going to be here. Somebody need to get a grip. So somebody might have had a little problem with race. Maybe her work, this drug dealer man, or whoever it is, right? So we have, she give up on this fake love because abuse proved it was fake love. So it could have been a job and somebody was making race a problem, right? So if we even make this the job, even though I don't make I think I did it before, but I might didn't, I'm not sure. We can make this the job, a connection, because getting married is a connection. So we can say if it's the job, the connection with the job. And then here's the boss, somebody to love you and ready to treat you right, treat you fair, not be racist, pay you right, and we ready to join. Employee boss. I can take it another way. Because here we are, can we do it now? Or get married? Okay, I need some more cards. Miss Mcclerkin tells the story. Because she wanted out, she wanted out, she stopped. She was in the plantation where living. She didn't have something that she needed, and that is love, money, shelter, food, or love. It was something he was questioning her ability to be anybody in life. And if he is focused on a race, that's why he was thinking, you ain't gonna be nobody. Because if race in anything, that means the race was leading his thoughts, you ain't gonna be nobody. Or if she's on drugs, you ain't gonna be nobody. Because he questioned her ability to be a star, to be anybody in life. But newsflash, people can be the biggest drug addict in town, and they wind up being on over top every family member they got in friend. People can turn their lives around. Okay. She was on the battleground, and she had a preview that saw, let her see that she was on the battleground. So she had to make some kind of moves to get out of this, right? So we got billboard, so that would be work. Neutral, maybe she didn't have work, because remember she was living in a plantation where I'm living. I didn't put that card up right. I said it though. I don't see it on the. Oh yeah, here it is. Yeah, that's just flow. Okay, I'm trying to end it. Okay, she's the brown rabbit. Okay, so she's the brown rabbit. She's in the middle of a situation, whatever situation, and she wanted to prevail. Prevail, I think, right? Okay, let's just pray. Yeah, this person might have told her he was sorry, but this person meant to do what this person meant to do. I saw the card. I think I wiggled too fast. I wiggled too fast. Let's just homosexual, abusive relationship. Okay. He might have raped her. Let's just flow. Because here we got the secret card. We got the secret. There's a secret some kind of way up in here that somebody will tell, or it's going to be told on my table if a man don't tell it. Okay, let's just flow. Because she wanted this man to change, Mr. Farmer. Because this is who they said that that gave her some drugs or something. Because he aimed for it and he was sneaky about it. See, because this is a sneaky card. Person don't know it. Something get ready to happen because you sneaky about that thing. Oh no, you're not going to get your paycheck because I'm going to make sure that the fund's not going to be in there. Get my draft. You know, the sneaky card. Aim for it. Deep. So let's just see. Because he was gift seeking. Okay. She went back to her soul. God said, well done. So this card come out if somebody was killed or somebody accomplished something in life. Get what I just said, right? Just like the other one. If you I'm not accomplished something in life, let me change that. When you heal your soul, you heal your soul. So she went with the other one. You heard me say if she went to treatment. If she was on drugs or something, went to treatment. Seemed like it was looking like she changed up. If you look back at what I said, it seemed like the next card was like she changed up. So God was said, well done, Miss Mcclerkin. You beat that. Get what I just said, right? Well done. The other way is when you get killed, because usually you still going back to God though, and God gonna say well done, because it's not your fault that you was murdered, that somebody took your life away, but still God saying well done to you. So because God's saying your soul is healed. Once you go back to God, your soul is healed. Everything is stripped. Get what I just said? It's just like I take everything off this table and you're going to see my bare table. Get what I just said? It's like a clean slate. Your soul is healed. But the thing is, I feel this person, they looking at that he gave her whatever, or she brought it from him, or whatever happened, but this card jumping out. She went wherever she went with this person, and it was danger below. She didn't know that was going to be negative, because remember, the person was sneaky right here. He had it planned out. Whatever it was, maybe because if she flirting, she not trying to go that direction and all, and then he definitely don't want her, she not going to do no, well, she was of age 18, right, or whatever age she was, so they consider that an adult, right? So you can't go to the cops because somebody flirting with you, but she could go and say that he's selling drugs. Get what I'm saying? So that's usually make a person a liability. I'd be shocked if that card don't come out. But anyway, let's just see. I'm trying to get some. Okay, here we got the hospital. So maybe she did go to the hospital. You heard me say hospital, so maybe it was the hospital she went to. Because remember, you heard me say hospital or whatever, but I was saying, well, she went to hospital for. I ain't see no beating on here, but then eventually I saw a beat card, one of the ones I just took away. And here's the hospital where she said, thank you, so. Some kind of way she went to the hospital for a reason, whatever the reason was, okay? So let's just try to just get something in there. So I don't really see the addiction card. So since we see that, right, I saw the hospital. I must just say with that other card, you heard me say that was the hospital she went to, because the lighthouse is a hospital, I told you too, and that's a hospital. So that's confirmation she went to the hospital. So I'm not really seeing where she is a drug addict. See what I'm saying? I mean, I got cards there to tell me that, but it's not coming up. So if it's not coming up, I can't look at it as that she was just somebody on a bunch of drugs, because it's saying this man was sneaky. So let's just go. I'm hearing, well done. God say, well done. Or he was thinking, well done. Deep. Miss Mcclerkin. Tell your story, Miss Mcclerkin. Tell your story to the people, to your family. Was coping. Let's just flow these two jumping so hard. Let's see these two in my hand. This is jumping up. She was battling. It was time for her to see. He wanted to say he was sorry to her, or he did say he was sorry, or he might have said it afterwards or whatever. But that's because he wanted to cope. Sometimes you gotta realize that people saying they sorry don't really matter. I always tell people, when you look at my storyline, I tell people saying they sorry is a lie. Because people meant to do what they did, that's why they did it. So I'm sorry don't make sense. That's a lie. The person should be coming back at you saying, I shouldn't have did it and I was wrong. That's the response you want. You don't want, I'm sorry. I'm sorry is a lie. You telling the person, lie to me. You telling him to lie to you. Oh, lie to me and say you ain't mean it. You meant it though, so I can't, you know you meant it, so no. No, you shouldn't have did it and you was wrong. That's what I want to hear. That's what I tell anybody who look at me. Okay, so this person saying, I'm sorry, just to ease his pain for all the beating or whatever he did. Or he said it at court or whenever he said this stuff. So that's just fine. He wanted to stamp his name on her and have money in the bank. Right? He wanted to stamp his name on her and have money in the bank. Have her hooked on where he can have money in the bank. So I don't see no trafficking card, so I don't know what he wanted. He wanted her to do something, or just wherever she's working at, or whatever this is. He is trying to make money off of her, bottom line. Okay? It's in his genetics, this man. He had hatred is in his genetics. Mother, father, or whoever, wherever he can get it from. Okay, let's see. He is slipping through loosely to get to her, wherever he was at, loosely. Alleys, hallways, rooms, or whatever. He might have raped her. He might have raped her. He might have raped her. Get up. He might have raped her. Rape. Well, he might have been raped in his life. Get what I just said? It made him gay. Get what I just said, right? So if he didn't rape her, he might have been raped in his life. So let me just try to open here. Trying to just get this finished. I need an end card, universe. I need an end card because it seems like this was intentional with this man. So he in jail, so that's nothing to worry about. Say he beat her. He another beating card. He beat me so much. She's holding on to Karen, trying to be friends, or whatever it says. Listen, lady was over. She is tired. She tried this person. She is tired of the games. It was her game now. It's her time to get away from this person. I'm hearing that song. We got something in common. That's by Whitney. We got something in common. Slow. That's it. He might have felt it's his game now. He's tired of her games. Her not doing what he wanted, maybe, or I don't see the addiction card, so I don't want to focus on she was a drug addict. No kind of, I don't see no addiction card. I gotta see something that shows she was a drug addict. Just because they say that she get an overdose, that don't mean she is a drug addict. Anybody can knock you out and shoot you up with drugs. Anybody. even whoever looking at me. Somebody can do that to you. So, yeah, so we got 14, 41, 43, 44. Let's just put that in here. So, let's see another song. So we have, she wanted to be sincere about being secure. So, for her best outcome, for a better future, she had to have no more conflicts in love or business, God says. I see she wanted to get out, and there's a money deal. I see it. I see the card up in here. It's up in here. Here it is. Here it is right here. She was telling him, or she did tell him, or she needed to tell him, or whatever she did, that she wanted out of a money deal. A club she was working at, anything as far as drugs, a club she was working at, or being promiscuous, or whatever this was, something, or some job, or whatever this is, because he had plans on making money, right? This man, she wanted to get out. Either she told him, usually when that card come out and a person not alive, the person did it. Who they trying to get away from? Get my drift, because they don't like you pulling out, okay? She's going to be moving around for matters, God said, if she didn't get out. We got 18, so was she 18? I'll have to look back at my phone. I'm not sure. But anyway, let's just see. Because we got this man here that's animalistic, controlling, dominating, wanting her to be submissive, fighting. And that would be Mr. Farmer. So she wanted out a job or whatever this was. Okay, so he is being on the ledge about things that he treated her like trash. On the edge and on the ledge about things. He wasn't in a good mood all the time, I guess so. He acted his ugliest stink to her. Just his ugliest stink. So he wanted to be laughing at the oldies, just laughing at good times or whatever, I guess, and get her in a certain kind of mood. Bring everything together, I guess. Because she is entwined in some gossip. So he wanted her to see, but she had to have the power of her mind herself, right? Because she was keeping her mouth closed about a man who was unhealthy for her, God said. So we have right here that she needed to have some kind of structure. I don't know what you know about it. So what he did, he made her vanish without a trace. Look at the card. I told you it's sneaky with the ones I put over there. Look at him. He used his imagination and made her vanish without a trace. Right? He might even look on the computer some kind of way. Or he might want her to do some work on the computer. He might have her doing some work on the computer. Or you might even looking on the computer some kind of way to try to figure out how can I make her vanish without a trace. I gotta pull that one up because it's jumping out. So we have right here. Because we got revenge. See, you want revenge. He is. So let's see. She had to adapt and accept defeat because he was vengeful. And he is there, God says. So we have right here that I want to change, but I'm worried about other people. And that would be her, Miss Mcclerkin. She wanted to change, but she worried about other people. So she trying to, I don't know. She might want to get away from this people or crowd or whatever. So I don't know if she took drugs. I just don't know because I don't see no addiction card for her. Or being promiscuous, it's something, whatever it is. Some kind of way she wanted to change, but she was worried about what people would think, especially this man, I guess. So we can even put this with him right now. He wanted her to change and be like he wanted her to be, and she decided she's going to change her life, maybe. So we have right here that she was not seeing what she needed to see and feeling what she needed to feel. And maybe eventually she started to, because this man is on the down low. But he was wondering if he could trust her, right? Because she found out he was. So she had to embrace her growth and grow into the person God wanted her to be. So here she is. She's saying no, they like green. She's saying, no, I won't, I can't, I'm not, anything as far as no. Because he barged in with rage toward her because he want her to do something. I'm going to read what the card says. Out of the forest with rage, he came, right? Or she, or whoever the person is. The forest just means another room outside of where the person been at. They come in your way with rage. They upset. Get what I'm saying? So we have, he had to do things decent and come up to par. Or he wanted her to do what he wanted. What he felt was decent because she had a sixth sense about it all. She had an intuition about this thing, right? Camouflage wouldn't work, God says, for her. So meditation was good. Or looking at the ocean, right? So she is going to do what it takes to get to where she needed to go. If she needed to get away from this man. But he was going to do what it takes to get to where he needed to go. So why won't she say no to being molded by this man or anybody else? Mr. Farmer here. Because my thoughts count. Her thoughts counted. So she got to see that her thoughts counted. So he decided to make her absolute memory. But she decided she's going to become an absolute memory. That means go away from him and stay away. But on his part, he's going to make her absolute memory. Because remember, he's going to make her vanish without a trace. Because he ain't going to try to have her tell that he on the down low or that he's selling drugs. Or whatever it is, right? Or whatever business he wanted her to get in or whatever's going on. He is going to say he was, is this her card? I will say I'm sorry. Yeah, he is going to say he is sorry. He wanted her to cherish him, cherish me. Okay. God wanted her to get out the circles that kept her stuck. And that is being with people who make it where your life torn apart, where you can't grow, where you can't prosper. She had to see that she was worth $1 million plus more. So we got number one. She is sustaining herself at a shelter, a place that wasn't her home. So some kind of way she is at his house or at somebody's house, or she is somewhere it wasn't her home. Even if it was the place he had her buried at or whatever, that's still what you call shelter. And she is sustaining herself there. If not alive or not, she was someplace. His house or the place they found her at. So I want to focus on his house or wherever he had her. Okay, she was different. She stood out. How she looked. And whatever else may be about her. But God says that you are adorable, Miss Mcclerkin. Because being different just means she stood out on her own. Whatever it was about her. Because she was beautiful right here. Right? Miss Mcclerkin. Put her name here. Right? So we have this man here. Man not husband worthy, trying to be her husband, trying to be her man or whatever he wanted. God said this man is not husband worthy just because he wear pants. This man not husband worthy. You just can't just pick a man because he handsome, he got a little bit of money or whatever. You got to dig deep in looking for an actual husband or somebody to consider even being your husband. You can't just grab anybody. Or even to be your guy friend. You just can't be picking anybody. God said this man is not even worthy. So he's looking at her as a loose lady, wildcat. Get what I'm saying? She loose, she easy. But then also he's looking to see if she's a go-getter as far as in business where he can use her. Get what I'm saying? To make money. Because he wants to make money with her. Looking at what's ahead, I can make money with her. And if he get married to her, he really can control. Get what I'm saying? Because some men think that they own you because they marry you and you got to do everything they say. So here we go. Racial abuse. And it was hyped up. So he got to show his true colors. I see your true colors shining through. He brought those out. He didn't give her no loving treatment after that, though. She wanted some because he started to throw out racial abuse and it was hyped up. So they got a feel to it. Right? Or had a feel to it. So we have gradually a court date was going to be coming up for this man, Mr. Farmer. Let me call him by his name, Mr. Farmer. I know what his name is, right? So it could have been back then, as far as her, that she is going to take him for a court date some kind of way because he might have raped her. If it's not that, a court date was coming up for him because of him murdering her. Because really, well, I don't see the murder card, but it's saying he made her vanish without a trace. All that goes with usually when you murder somebody. So let's just see. I need another set of cards to be sure. Because he was sneaky. She didn't know the cause of his anger. So we got a bunch of numbers. Can go with anything from license, door number. It could go with anything social. Let me take one more set. Okay, universe, give me one of those cards. The put out card, the X out card, the manslaughter. Oops. The put out card, the X out card, the manslaughter card. Let me see, put out card, manslaughter card, murder card. I think that's the other three. I think without a trace really is a killing card too, but I really want to really verify him doing it, not her just taking something herself and stuff like that, but him actually doing it. He could have clucked across the head himself and then pushed some drugs in her system while she was unconscious or dead, anything. People do all kinds of things. So, verifying universe, was she murdered Miss Mcclerkin by Mr.Farmer, or she wasn't by bringing out the XL card, the murder card. If that suicidal card come out, that'll let me know she injected her own self or whatever they saying, whatever kind of drug this is, right? But if it was murder, the X out, manslaughter, or put out, I can't think right now of the other ones but that one. So I'm trying to finish it now because we're in jail, so I don't have to look that way as far as with jail. Let me see what time it is. Keep track. Okay, neighbors. Because it was sneaky. And she went somewhere and she didn't know that it was going to be danger below. That it was going to be something bad waiting for her. So, many underhanded stuff. I don't even see a lot of drug cards. I saw the interacting with drugs, but that's what I'm saying. Okay, one more. Stop. Okay, here we go. We have to shake the cards, so shake the cards. We'll show you all about it. Miss Mcclerkin, tell your story. Tell your story, Miss Mcclerkin. Tell your story, Miss Mcclerkin. Look at them cards moving. Detention time. What is this one? Here we go again with it. Something repeated. She saw something. Her eyes was meant to tell, she saw something with full eyes, but he felt like, you ain't gonna disrespect me. It was negative talk from this person. He didn't want to postpone an active action. Let's just go. Okay, we're gonna take these in here. Okay, for Miss Mcclerkin and Mr. Farmer, right? So let's just see. So if I don't see one of them in here, I'm just gonna let it just be. He put a candle out. He did do that. Let's just flow numbers. She needed a miracle from there. She was tattered. She needed a miracle from God to help her. That's no joke. When you're around people who don't care them about you, you in bad shape. And your life in their hands, you in bad shape. Okay, so we have right here that something somewhere had no business being. She might say, well, whose shoes is this? Who is that person? Or whatever it was. It was something in a windowsill, behind the glass doors, in the car window, in her glass, by her glass. Did I leave out any of them? Anything as far as glass though. On the cell phone or whatever it was. Something was wrong. Okay, we got some kindred spirit that's around her. A person who died that's a male. Okay? During that time period. Or the person around her now. God just saying it, right? Person is around her in the spirit, so somebody that loved her family or whatever. So we have this man was this man a player and she's searching for love. So we're gonna turn it around to he maybe was some kind of boss or lead person or leader, whoever he was, and she's searching for love, trying to get something from him, a job or whatever it is, whatever. Unless I believe she is running behind him to be a love interest. So it had to be like for a job or something maybe. She is being deceived by this person of service, God says. So she is by a boardwalk with limited light with this person somehow. So she is making arrangements to get out of this camp. So this usually your house. So she is trying to get out of her house some kind of way, making arrangements to go home or to get away from a job or wherever she was or whatever that was. So let's just go a little bit. So we have she chose to stick a fork maybe in a job that she had, and she might want another one or to leave home or whatever this is. Okay, so she was nervous about going to a place that she felt was comfortable. Or a vacation, or she's going to take a vacation or go away a little while or whatever this is. So, she is being groomed. Wait a minute. She had to become groomed to what God created her to be at birth and let her sounds be heard loud and clear. She needed to unwant what needed to go in her life because lights was flashing to let her know you need to let it go, Miss Mcclerkin. But to her, time counted, and she counts for something 2 times, or Mr. Farmer. So could be a job or going somewhere 2 times. Maybe she left home. She ain't tell her parents or whoever where she is going or whatever. That'll seem like. Maybe going for a job or whatever this is, right? Time counted. Maybe somebody saying you gotta make up your mind or whatever it is. So time restricted after a while. So here it is. It's jumping out. The next card is she had to check the time and the date. That was honorable because sometimes she was going somewhere. She's dealing with a resource, a job, information. So it's time to call. It was time to call and just grow up. So when she left home, it was she needed to call some kind of way home and let her parents know where she was. And I think God might be saying this for her back then. But then this could actually be for the culprit. It was time for the person to call and just grow up and tell the truth. If you know where she was or what happened to her. Or she just was calling for a job. It's time to grow up, so she was going to try to get a job. Because it was just time for her to grow up and have a job maybe. So I say she is like a church mouse, reeling in the cash. So some kind of way she was getting money. If not her, this what's his name? Mr. Farmer, Morley. He know that something wasn't right that he did to her. He was trying to figure out how he could fix something while chilling. So, because he chuckled about something, whatever it might have been. So, shortly he is going to go to another city, area, place where she was. right? So she wasn't going to be the hermit while he shined. Or he felt like he wasn't going to be a hermit while she shined. So let's see what the next card. Limits was sky high for her. So maybe on a Monday or Saturday or whatever day, limits was sky high. She's going somewhere for a job, look like here. She was holding on to a corrupt pain. She had to get away from destruction because this was destruction. So we have right here, she had to elevate and rely on herself. So let's just see for a little bit. So he brought her something to butter her up, whatever it was, or gave her a price. Well, I pay you this amount of money. Or if he ain't buy something, he offered some money. Let's negotiate on a price. Get what I'm saying? For this job, some kind of job or whatever. Remember that deal card I told you about back then? Money scheme card, money deal card. She wanted out. I'm bruised, but I'm still me inside. So something happened some kind of way to her for her to be bruised. She was going to be calm and be a conqueror in something because she was going to be dealing with an office. It was going to be sweet, some kind of office. But she did go to the doctor. I don't know if that was it or just an office period. I don't know. So, we got 42. Somebody moved fast on something toward her. Or she moved fast on something. So I said, yes, you're on your path. So now it's vital to find her path if she wasn't on it. What's coming next? Let's see something. So what's next trying to tear somebody down? This good if she's going for a job. This good if she's going for an actual job because it's an office. Move fast on it. Yes, you're on your path. Somebody had a blank look on their face trying to tear her down. They're trying to tear her down. So something on the skin of hers or this Mr. Mcclerkin's. Something on the skin, freckles, dimples, moles, bruises, whatever's on the skin. Whatever. Scars, burns, eczema, whatever. Tattoos, whatever. Hers or his. Okay, so we have deep feeling she had. So she was doing heroin, which is weak. She needed a miracle though because she is tattered. So we have okay. Let's just see, these are light green. She wanted her freedom from a fortress, and she is going to get it. So she was stuck in something because right here it says right here that she is tatted and she needed a miracle. See both of them. So the fortress for her to have been with this man, and he had her kidnapped some kind of way, held, or even down to her death, right? She was where she was all this time, right? Until she was found, right? Her parents found her. So she was somewhere, and that was like a fortress. And she got her freedom because that meant her mother found out where she was to be able to get her from there. Because that was a fortress. She is stuck there, just stuck. So she wanted her freedom and she was getting it if we go with her not alive. But as far as her being alive, she is in a fortress, and a deal and a contract or anything like that with a job seemed like. Because her home life would not be the fortress. You can just leave when you want to leave. I don't feel like that's like a fortress unless you have people who have you chained up in the house. So if it's nothing like that, home was not it. It would be with connected to a job or contract, something that you feel you're stuck in. She needed a miracle because she is tattered, because she is being torn apart up here. So we have right here that on the fortress, I feel she got her freedom because she died, and that's the only way she got out of the fortress. Let me just see for a minute, because she need the miracle, and a miracle card is no joke. You know what a miracle mean? People don't just get no miracle every day. So we have, she had to acknowledge any wrongs of her own and unexpected from other people, and accept what she cannot change in life, right? Help is coming, or she wanted help to come, or she thought help was coming, or she wanted help to come, anything like that. She had to stop thinking she deserved abuse. So we have, do she think she played a part in what happened to her? Yes. If the shoe fit, she had to wear the shoe. If it don't fit, it's the wrong shoe. It's not hers. But she played a part in what happened to her. And I'm saying yes because it comes to you going to wherever. All of us play a part in anything that happened to us, even if we somebody's child and they do something wrong to us. We are their child. We live with them. Ain't nothing we can do about it. We can't get out. We put us up there. We are there. Especially if you're children, you stuck. Because we was birthed to these people, we play a part. She played a part because whoever this is, she went to visit or went to go with, or whoever this is. She went to go with this person somewhere, whoever this is, look like. So she played a part because she went there and placed herself in this person's presence. Get what I'm saying? So that means she played a part. If you go to the bus stop and a shootout happened and you don't know what's going to happen, you was at the bus stop because you was just waiting for the bus. So you played a part in what happened to you, even though it shouldn't have, because you just was at the bus stop at the time and that you didn't know something was going to break out. Nobody pulled you to the bus stop. You went, so you was there. Get what I'm trying to say? That's what this card means. All of us play a part in different things that happen. If your lights get turned off, we played a part in it, right? Why? Because we ain't paid a bill, right? Get what I'm trying to say? Okay, so attempts to find my mother. She want her mother right here badly. This is a sad card. I don't like this. This one I don't like either. It's senseless to find my mother. She wanted her mother. So if I make this after her death, this fortress, and then she just in the place that she's not alive, laying somewhere, it's like her spirit wanting to find her mother. She wanting to go back to her mother, to her family. Just get me from here and bring me close to my mother, my family, from whatever place she at. Or if it's just her still alive, period, being held hostage when she was there with this person. It was like a fortress. She might have been just held hostage after a time. This person might have had her like hostage. After a time, she was free. It might have been free at first, but after a while, it might have been like she's hostage because it's a fortress. And fortress mean you can't get out. So if it was an actual deal, or it was actually she was being held hostage, like I said. Locked in somewhere, wherever she was. So we have pills. So we go with pills. So she could get pills anytime she wanted from somebody who had them. Okay, that's all. That's a card at least to see. Somebody, it was like she can look around the corner over her shoulders and get pills anytime she wanted. Okay, so some kind of way. This person, Mr. Farmer, was a person who would sell pills. Okay. And she can get them anytime she wanted to if she wanted some, right? So she was expecting nothing less than the best, right? And she was going to spell it out to him, whatever, because something was on the cell phone or on some kind of camera footage with a cell phone as far as text, videos, phone numbers, or anything as far as that could help in her case. Okay, so we got this one right here. So he wanted her to lay down beside him or do some kind of job that lay down and make money. Get what I just said, right? Put a candle out though, right here. So, what she told him no. Let's just roll for a minute. So, God wanted her to be the best queen she could be. Because he wanted playtime. Playtime is to talk business or romance. And it's coming behind that right there, laying down card. So, she needed more sleep to become more energetic, or she was drinking, or something was in her system. Follow me? So, he wanted to know right here. It say, did you do it? But he wanted to know, did she do it or will she do it? You heard what I said, the cards ahead of time, right? These here. No more trying to impress others. He didn't want to impress her. Will you do it? Will you lay down for this money? Do some business? So, he wanted her to bring an emotional love that he wanted, because it was intense madness. So we have, he didn't want no so what's. He wanted her to cover that emotion. He didn't want to hear nothing out of her but what he wanted. She had to see it in the world of her mind. And here we got another skin card. So he had a problem with skin color. He might bring up skin color whenever she made him mad. I don't know. Or he just thought she was less than because she didn't have the skin like him. He looked down on her. Skin color is different, but all blood is red, sir. Okay? So we hear right here that, may I have a word with you, Miss Marple. So some kind of way she talked to somebody, maybe at the hospital or somewhere, a business lady, whoever it was, I don't know. Business lady. At an office, at a hospital, or somewhere. Because remember, she went to the lighthouse. And it was 2 hospital cards, so it could have been at the hospital, I don't know, somewhere, somebody. God didn't want her to go on fast like a sailor, but have a wise mind as far as making a decision. I guess with this man, spilling it will only help her, because she was a conscious thinker. Because he was chipping away at her, and God said she was a pioneer. No matter how much he tried to make her seem like and look like she was nobody. So it says right here, did what she do to him want what he did back to her. So that means you overdid it. That means you went overboard. So what you think God's saying he did to her then? Only thing I can see is killing, because she not alive, right? Because she did something, whatever she did. But he came back full force because he wanted revenge. I said that card, he was vengeful, whatever I said earlier. So let's just go. Oh my goodness, look what's in my hand. You tell me God not good. Look at him. Look at God. You can't see it. I'm going to tell you what it said. He went to seek revenge. So is she black? I didn't look real good. I didn't know if she was mixed or what. She need to save her energy for the future. God says he wanted no more joking around out of her. He wanted what he wanted. She is in Doomstown though, dealing with this man. She is resistant, maybe to do what he wanted. Lay down for money deal. He was not all there. But she might have been not all there also after he gave some kind of pills to her, whatever he did, because if it was an overdose, you know. I don't even see no addiction card. I didn't put out a lot of cards for this young lady. I don't see no addiction cards. People who do overdoses, somebody who really on drugs, I would be seeing some drug cards, transporting drugs. And I would see addiction, depression. I don't see none of that. And I got a lot of cards that I just did for her. He wanted to express over something conventional when to sit down and talk about it, trying to work it for his benefit and make money off of her. He wanted to stamp his name on her, make some money. But she was going to be that runner. She was going to put her all in and be that runner. But he's going to put his name on this business or whatever scam or whatever he had planned out. and he's going to go all the way with it. So we got money. So she might have owed him money, and he was the biller, or he might was dealing with a biller, right, that he was going to be trying to make money from, or whatever's going on here. So we got number 7. So flames were sparked, and she captured the flames, Miss Mcclerkin. So we have this one right here that he's going to express, she is going to express all that she needed in her life. In any area, God says, and go sky high, God says, because every day was not good. She had a blank look on her face. So the next one is, honestly, right? Next one, she had a choice here, God says, right? She had to stand up against abuse, this person abusing her. And the last card is she had deep feelings inside. So she's backing out of this, what this man had planned. It was counseled. Remember, counseled 2 times. You heard me say that. Counseled 2 times. He trying to price it some kind of way. She is getting money at first, or whatever was going on. She might want it out. She might have been doing something, or whatever she was doing, but then she wanted out. She might weren't telling nobody. But then eventually she wanted out, maybe anything like that. He deceived her though, and he was of service. So some kind of way she was somewhere, barely lit place outside somewhere, but he put a candle out. He did put a candle out. I don't see the murder or the manslaughter, so they say overdose, right? But still don't say she an addict. So that's why it's just not so I gave a lot of cards from this the way to end it. Let me see what time it is. Let's see. Okay, it's 4:10. Okay, let's see. Yeah, see, I gave a lot of cards for Miss. Lord, give me one more set, and if I don't see, I'm just gonna leave it at it was an overdose. But then, still, he did it though, because she was going forward. She is going forward in her life, so she wouldn't been taking no overdose if she going forward. It don't even seem like she it seemed like she because a change seemed like it happened in her life going off the storyline. So if she took any kind of pills before or used to, whatever, the change happened in her life some kind of way, look like here. I don't know. It's not showing that she is an addict or she need to go for help, for treatment, because she's so bad in shape. I don't see the counseling card, the depression card, the addiction card. All them cards supposed to be in here if she's a drug addict. But some kind of job she had or whatever, and she wanted out of it. Felt stuck, she wanted out. After a while, she decided, she just saying she don't want to do it no more. I won't. I'm not going to do it, or whatever she's saying. He was upset about it. He is enraged about it. Okay, let's just go. Okay, this will be the last one. The interacting with drugs card, I said, because if it's an overdose, it's interacting with drugs. So let's just go and what you know about it. So if I don't see either one of those cards I was telling you about, I'm just gonna leave it at that. Maybe I don't see the addiction card, so it's very hard for me to sit there and look at it that she one day out of nowhere she just gonna take all these drugs out of nowhere. Because doom is the last resort. With countdown for recovery. Yeah, so June would be the last resort for her. So the countdown to recovery for her to change her life, because it seems like I just can't see where she, I need to see something like that. I mean, I don't want it to be, but I'm just saying it has to tell me something like that for me to. And he went all out the way to do all of this, because really when people overdose, they don't want to leave a person in the house or be near the person, because they'll be blamed for the person. But still, just to he still didn't, he didn't care for her. He wanted to make money off of her because he thought she was less than, and he had a problem with her race. He thought he was better than, even though he was older, even though whatever was going on in his life, he still thought he was better than because of his skin. Deep. Universe, you know all about it. You know all about it, universe. So let me just try to put this in. One more. Okay, here we go. Up in here, God says up in here. So let's just take that. Yeah, but finally, I said that already. She in a safe and happy place, and that would be with God. She in spirit. So let's just flow. So I'm just going to stop it with this. So if we don't see it, I'm not going to say murder no more. And I'm not going to say manslaughter. Because God brings the cards out different ways. Go in there. God said go in there. Go in there. Okay, I'm going in there. I'm going in there. Let's just see. Let's see this means. Mr.Farmer. Okay, so there's a crystal layer hope for Miss Mcclerkin at one point because she's shelving her problems when she was dealing with somebody who was shelving his problems. Okay, he broke her off like a twig on a tree. An overdose happened. She didn't break her own self off. Get what I just said? He broke her off like a twig on a tree. When I go break the tree branches off outside, they will no longer live. Get what I'm just saying, right? She is penny pinching, and it was real, or he was. Okay, he is testing. But strike that. God wanted to test her. God wanted her to create her own miracle. Make something happen in your life, Miss Mcclerkin. Go to college. Get a new job, or whatever it is God wanted her to do. Take a chance. Trust in God. Get what I just said? Okay. So it says right here that your loved one is here in spirit because she's not alive. Do not hold yourself hostage to the death of her. This would be for her family because she lost her cushions in minutes, Miss Mcclerkin. So let's just flow for Miss Mcclerkin because she was being followed from a distance. Let's just flow. Oh, shoot. I told you. Here it is. Here it is. She got X'd out. So it might went to overdose, but it was somebody made it happen. Get what I'm saying? That's why I say I'm trying to find out if she just was on drugs and she done it herself, or did the person do it? Get what I just said, right? So this right here says she got X'd out. X'd out mean murder. X out mean put in trafficking. X out mean break up with, lose your job. In her case, it's murder. And it was a witness. Even if it was the person who did it, get my drift. Or it's people who know where her body was found. They know about whatever happened. Okay, let's go on. Because I don't see no addiction cards. I don't see none. That makes a difference what I'm seeing in the storyline because it tells me about the person. Miss Mcclerkin got to tell her story because she can't have a lie going on about her. Put out there in the air that she this and she that. It gotta be the truth. Just because you take some pills sometimes, that don't make you an actual addict. Just because you drink sometimes, that don't mean you're alcoholic. You know what I'm saying? So the truth need to be out there. Universe remember about it. Okay, so she's dealing with a leader who wanted to strip search her. That's the cop card, but you know it could be any leader or boss. Take her money, take her clothes off, talking to somebody in a car or by a car that came to get her, but he trouble. Boss, ex-lover, whoever this is. Okay, whoever it is, boxed her in, didn't want to be boxed in or put her in a box. In the funeral casket is a box, but the person going to be in jail. There's going to be detention time away for this person. But also, she had detention time away from her family, being missing, and then being found. And it's going to be detention time because they can't see her again. So we have If you met this person, if she met Mr. Farmer straight, she's not obligated to hit him back there. Because she had a sixth sense. She had intuition 2 times, but she still went with it. And people, when you have the intuition, don't go ahead anyway. If you hear the intuition, that is a warning for you not to do whatever or go wherever or say whatever about some house, some place. Maybe it's a man's house or wherever she was at. She wanted sensitivity because she was a wanderer at the time. So she had attention. She had tension-filled thoughts and a mirage in her mind, kind of confused, mixed up, or whatever was going on here. Because tension brewed for Miss Mcclerkin and Mr. Farmer, where death was the last result. Get what I just said? Because right here, she is saying okay to something that she shouldn't have said yes to because she really didn't want to do it or go or whatever this is. She needed to learn to fight her battles. That means go up against whoever it is to go up against, stand up for herself, because she had to make necessary changes in her life. She had to play ball with her life in the best ways, God says, because she lost herself with this person. This person gonna always know she cared or whatever, but she lost herself with this person. God said it was all okay for her to just let this person go about this person's business because this person wanted her to get in it like a socket connection. Get in it with me, getting this money deal, this money scheme I got planned out, or let me be your man or whatever it is. Follow me? How did she know it's true? It was going to be lighting a fire in her that she needed to change up, right? Well, the person was a monster, God says. He was corny. The person had a problem with race. Oh my goodness, it's coming out. Look at God, full force. Look at God, full force. We got the family wanted to be like it was before she was murdered. And when we had Miss Mcclerkin in the spirit, she wanted life to be like it was before she was murdered because she wanted love. I mean, get love from people who don't like you. You can't get love from people like that. She had to get away from this idiot. God said this person an idiot. Take your power back, Miss Mcclerkin. Okay, so we have right here, she had to fill her spirit with a clear vision, universe said, right? So he didn't look like her, but she was rallying with him, right? Mr. Farmer, right? Okay, help was a minute away for her. Doing something cognizable. So he had cheating ways, cheating, stealing, or whatever kind of ways, and she shouldn't settle for less as far as being a boss or as far as being a love interest or whatever. He gonna be paying for his actions, God says right here, because he's acting like he cared about her when he really didn't care about her. Daily life make people rethink and make people think of what they have forgotten and they need to change and seek in life. So we have on number 6, number 36, 38, 83, number 3 in general, number 8. So we have right here, there was an online sale that's going to conclude back then during that time, or maybe right now that her parents is going to maybe go online and find a sale that's online right now, today, 2024. It had to be today, but this year here, 2024. During this time period, though, that you hear me talking, tomorrow, this week, or whatever, or back then. So, or we can turn it around, and I can make it what this man might have wanted her to be online, because I think I said an online card at the beginning. You got to go all the way back, and he might want her to be online. He might have something planned out online. Go with me, follow me. That was going to conclude, going to end some work he was trying to have her do online, making money online. Get what I'm saying? She wanted to be secure, and she need to check her mind, God says, right? Because somebody's an Aries, a leader. This man was like a leader, Mr. Farmer. Well, God wanted her to be a leader, but she is talking to somebody. Why? For something. Okay, because she is complaining about this person, a boss, or whoever this is, or Mr. Farmer was the person she's complaining about. But God says that you feed the person power when you keep talking about somebody who did something wrong to you. So she wanted him to be sincere. So she was gathering up everything to get started, maybe to make a move and get away from this person. Or he was gathering up everything he needed to get started, maybe to have something online. Get what I'm saying? To have her on there and make some money. Because he had a money scheme, money deal going on. Follow me? He needed to reveal that he was wrong for what he did to her because he wanted her to desire him. But God told Miss Mcclerkin, don't waste your time. So he had some plans going on. Money, making money. He broke off like a twig on a tree. We got like all these cards here jumping out. I can't ignore these cards. God know me. I ain't ignoring no cards that's active bad cards here now. No, we ain't having that. I told you I had to see something. I gotta see something. Cause I need to know something. Cause I'm trying to end her storyline. Cause I'm dragging it a long time, but I gotta know. He broke off like a twig on a tree. And this storyline is killing. Murdered mean killing, and X out mean killing. Lost her cushions. In this storyline, it mean murder. Because there's nobody to protect you. So you in for it. You out for the count. Get what I'm saying? There's 4 of them back to back. He don't want his secret told. Because the secret card came. He don't want his secret told. I don't want you telling that I'm gay. I don't want you telling that I sell drugs. I don't want you telling that I got a money deal going on. Or even if he raped her, I can't hear you telling anything. Whatever it is, whichever one is his secret. Universe, you know about it. I'm trying to end it now. Universe, you know about it. Okay, it's time to stop settling. She needs to stop settling. We grow like plants. God said she needed to stretch out and just grow and don't just settle for whatever. You know what I'm saying? As far as jobs or whatever. So some kind of way, she had to come in his dreams. Or she might have came in his dreams when he was telling her to call him soon. Flirting, or he was coming in her dreams first because he murdered her. Because really, it don't look like the kind of murder that everybody used to, people being shot and murdered like that, but people can actually give people an overdose or something. And the way they do it could be where you might be knocked out already or whatever's going on, they did. You know, it don't have to necessarily mean a person did it. Because I don't see so far what you call the suicidal card. So if I saw the suicidal card, I can at least say she might have did whatever I saw, but I don't see it. Let me see. And I don't see drug addicted. I don't see the drug addicted number. I don't see the drug addicted card so far. It don't look like, I only see transporting the drugs. I saw her interacting with drugs, but if something's put in her system, then yeah, it's going to come out. So we have right here that I'm fighting my feelings, but I'm going to let them rise. Like, I'm fighting my feelings. I'm tired of being calm. I'm going to fuss back at you or anything like that. Give me a reason why I should take you back. So some kind of way, she might be saying, give me a reason why I should come back to, because some kind of way, maybe some kind of fuss or something happened, or disagreement, or she just got away from there to go grow, like God said, go grow. Get another kind of job, meet new people. Don't just settle for whatever job that is or people, these friends of yours. Maybe this person's calling for her to come back to work, come back to a job. And it's thoughts trying to want her to come back. So we have right here with, she gonna let her feelings rise as far as talking back to whoever this is. She might wasn't used to talking back to whoever this person is that's dominating. She want to know, give me a reason why I should come back to work for you or take you back as a man or whatever this is. Let's just flow. She could be Aquarius. He could be Aquarius. He could have a son that's an Aquarius or act like an Aquarius or air sign or anything like that. See, we got another one. All these is bad. I forgot about this one, the put out card. This a death card too. It was heartbreaking. He put her out. So he might be saying, give me a reason why I should take you back. Why I should spare you maybe. She's a caterpillar. Look at it. She's a caterpillar. And she need to bend forward away from this person. Somebody. He might be an Aquarius. Somebody got a son or somebody is an Aquarius or act like an air sign. They have a son. You're proud of. That's connected to him, her, with whoever, somebody. Witness or maybe somebody else who involved. I don't know. That's below. So we have do not let your emotions stop you. She wasn't going to let her emotions stop her from going to a place. Let me see this place. A place she might have promised she was going to go to maybe. Let's go. Okay, you are. She was a common denominator. If you change your identity, it won't work with your twin. So if she changed her identity, if she go trans, gay, trans, or clash, it ain't going to work with whoever this person is she hooked with. Mr.Farmer. So a margin was put between her and Mr. Farmer some kind of way. She is dizzy, confused, or he was. About whatever. So we have right that she said she is done. I'm done now. She clapped back. I'm done. Next one was he went straight for her. And he's going to be that lion, and he went straight for her. Because she wanted to focus on her journey. Change up here. So she is trying to pan out the court life maybe, or even being with this person. Or how long she's going to be at a job or wherever this is. Or at a house or wherever she was. So she traveled at night, some kind of way to get there. Or somebody traveled to her to get her somewhere, whatever is obvious. That somebody knows something. That would be Mr. Farmer or somebody else. Sitting down at the table discussing something. So we hear right here that she created the walls of harm and safe for herself. And as far as speaking, so when we get in fusses with people, we got to learn how to walk away and stop the fuss. Because we can create harm if we keep it up. When we be in somebody's presence, we're fighting, or if you bring somebody in your house or whatever it is, and it can cause you harm, you got to know how to get away. Because you can create the harm for yourself if you don't know how to shut it off, right? So we hear right here, there's going to be some talking about it at the table. About the court life, how long she's going to be hooked to somebody, hooked to a job, or whatever this is. So we have, she had to move away from anything that annoyed her in a situation. God says when she started to really feel the real her was going to come out, and the real her came out. So activity was on her phone in some kind of way. It was locked. Or service went out right here. This her phone. So we have right here that she is going to prosecute. Right here. Because she was thinking, should I prosecute? And God said, yes, prosecute, Miss Mcclerkin. Because she knew who it was. She's the star and she the light. So this is the last one. Some kind of way, this was about work. It is nice to want to help at home, but in some cases it won't work. So some kind of way she wanted to help at home maybe, wherever she lived at, but it didn't work. So some kind of way maybe she was going out, venturing out to try to get work somewhere, wherever she's going at, to invest, because it was time for her to gain. Get what I'm saying? So I'm going to leave it like that, that if the person had a secret, the person, see, I don't see no cards that show that she was drug addicted. I don't see it. I don't see no cards that say she's drug addicted, that she's an addict, that she needed treatment. I don't see none of it. I don't see none of it. one card that's saying that about her. I don't see counseling. I don't see drug addicted. I don't see the depression card. You heard me say interacting with drugs when I was digging down there, but interacting with drugs just simply mean it was in her system, but that don't mean she put it in her system. If she's somebody that's, I only see transporting the drugs. I only see that card, and that come out a lot with people who dealing with drugs. Morally, this man knew he was wrong. Morally, Mr. Farmer, because God wanted her to fill her spirit with a clear vision. God told her, because she's boxed in with this person. God didn't want her to waste no more time. Don't waste your time. Don't waste no more time. Because she said yes to something that she really ain't want to do. But God said you got to pick your battles. But it was real that she was penny pinching at the time. Lights was flashing for her to get out. And want what needed to go and get away from here. And be that runner and put her all in to get a job, a decent job or whatever. Save her energy for the future. Deep. Yeah. He where he need to be. Because if he tell the truth, if he really, really, really tell the truth, he'll tell you that he actually gave her whatever it is as far as like maybe against her will. Because overdose ain't no one little thing. An overdose mean a lot of something, right? So that means that why would she sit there and she do all that to her own self and do all this? It don't even say that she a drug addict. I done put a lot of cards in. And that should have came out. If she's a drug addict, it should have came out. God knew this young lady, and she guides the storylines along with God, and I don't see nothing saying that she is a drug addict. I don't know if she knows about it. No about it from Miss Mcclerkin. Miss Mcclerkin lost her life, I feel, trying to get away and change up. Because here it is right here, money deal card. It's a money deal card, a scheme card, a money deal. This always, anytime this in somebody's storyline is bad news. Anytime it's in it, it's bad news. If the person end up not alive, it's because whoever is mad because the person don't want to be a part of it anymore. She ain't just go somewhere and just all of a sudden just did some overdose out of nowhere. It don't even say she a drug addict. I need to see something at least say she a drug addict. I don't see nothing say she a drug addict. I don't see anything like that. So, Mr. Farmer, you need to come clean. It was an overdose, but you made that overdose happen, and not just because you the one who just reached for some drugs. You actually really made it happen. Tell the truth about it, sir, because you thought she was going to tell your secrets, because you had plenty of them that came on this table. People think they so important sometimes where why must somebody tell them some secret? You ain't that important. You're taking people's lives away because they don't want their secret told. Well, how about if you don't do things? Maybe you won't have a secret to be told. Okay, so this is for Miss Mcclerkin and Mr. Farmer. This is the Brass Love One Healer Tarot 9 here on YouTube. So that's it. So I'm going to look at it as he didn't just supply whatever drug it was. I'm going to look at that he actually caused it, the overdose to happen. Because we got the glass card, that's any kind of glass, in the car, in the windowsill, behind the glass doors, on the cell phone. So he could have put stuff in a glass. He could have put stuff in a glass. And that could have been the overdose because something somewhere hitting him in his beam. So if it wasn't that, some kind of way he made something work a certain kind of way. And I see pills, so pills made was the overdose because I don't see no other kind of drug cards that's coming out. It seems like she is in a good frame of mind. It looks like to get away from this person. So, I mean, I don't really know. It it makes no sense for her to just go and take a bunch of pills or whatever and take a chance on her life when it's not even saying she's a drug addict. So, I'm glad he's in jail where he belongs the rest of his life because this was a young lady who had a lot of life ahead. And I feel people who are older should be an example, set an example. You don't sit and destroy a young person's life. She's young enough to be your child or your grandchild. And you sit and destroy the person's life instead of helping them. So some grown people is not worth anything because they sit there and they destroy a young person's life when you're supposed to be setting an example. So you where you need to be at so you won't destroy nobody else's. That's the Brass Love One.